Okay then. No, Tommy Peel watching. Oh, it's so tempting! Ah! Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh! Please, 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 let this work. Hell yes! As long as we hide, we should be alright. Hey, Mardet. Just, wandering around. God damn it.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Yes, yes, okay, okay. Just want to sell a couple of things. Get this necklace. Sell that. This. Oh, excuse me. Again, excuse the coughing. I've still got that tickle at the back of my throat, so yeah. Please just bear with the coughing. Hey, Corporal. Yes, we'll go through inspection now.
Identification, please.
So, hypothetically, if you don't have ID, what happens?
Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You, left it in your other pants? I hear that one a lot.
Sure, you probably have, yeah. He's probably heard this one. He's probably heard this. So what if I told you I'm newly thought at Colonist Hope? He's probably heard this one about 3 million times.
I'd tell you no one's fallen for that line in about 30 years. Then, I'd take the safety off my gun and kindly ask you to move along.
It's a good thing she didn't say that then, right? Right, sir?
Exactly.
Sure, kid. Right.
Look, I'm Blue Knight. It's my first time to Groundbreaker. Just getting to just understanding procedures here. That's all.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker.
Yeah.
You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space!
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day.
Ah, shit.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board.
Seriously?
Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Oh, great.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Oh, great. So, how do we get this resolved? Because we're pretty much stuck here otherwise.
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford,
Of course.
our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Right. So, do you know why it was impounded by any chance?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
Seriously?
I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
So, that conversation that we got that email message from Udam towards Hawthorne about... He's obviously just trying to hold one over Hawthorne until they have a good old chin wag. Good old talk, so, Fine, we'll go and talk to him and straighten this out. Thank you for letting us know.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Seriously? To tell us our ship's in... Well, I suppose you did sort of go against your pay grade. And I suppose you're just giving us the information, aren't you, in customs? What's this favor you want?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Can't blame you. Yeah, sure, we'll do it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh, well, now that you mention it... Can you tell me about Udom?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Okay. So, I'm guessing there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. So, I'm not sure they could probably make the board fix it with everything that's going on. So, why can't they actually work together then? Is there nothing they can do?
This really must be your first time here.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Well, we might as well ask for the sake of argument. So, the station's in a state of disrepair, so can't the board fix it?
You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they'd cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Oh, sure they would.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
So, the board runs most of the system, I'm guessing?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Oh, thanks for the info, Corporal.
Sure thing.
So, any recommendations so I can get a good drink here?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Okay, got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
We'll put in a good word for you since there's lots of info. What if you want to get some work around here or a job? Any recommendations?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Excuse me. So, what if we want something more local, though?
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
I'm sure they are. So, what about, just out of curiosity, what about something long term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time.
Oh, okay.
Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
I can understand why that would be the case. So, hang on a second. How does Halcyon Holdings work exactly?
Are you pulling my leg?
No, we're not. Like we said, we're new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you.
Thanks.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Okay. So, how's Groundbreaker fit into all that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope.
Oh, wow, okay.
Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Cool. So, there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it, I'm guessing?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Glad to help.
So, what do you know about Sublight Salvage while we're at it?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna check that out now. If everyone wants to avoid them, we want some info. We're definitely going to head over there to the Sublight Salvage Corporation. Well, Holdings Limited, whichever way you want to put it. So, I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system, though.
Relative to the Board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
That's probably pretty useful if people just want a quick job for a quick buck. Makes sense. In the day and age that time and day and age that the game's set in, absolutely. So, thanks. That's what we need to know.
All right.
So, what if we're looking for someone named Gladys? Any idea where she might be on the Groundbreaker?
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Oh, okay. Thanks for saying.
Be seeing you.
Excuse me. Cool. Right. Have a chat to the privateer.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
So, yeah, just get my bearings. So, what do you do here, apart from being a private, I mean?
This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Really? Yeah, why can't you take incident reports? I mean, you're a member of the security team, aren't you?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
I get the point. That's not everyone's cup of tea. That's not my style or anything I'm very good at either. So yeah. So just out of curiosity, do you offer any, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Awesome. Look, I mean, we're friends, right, Lee? I mean, you do me a favor and I'll owe you one? Owe you, there it is. Owe you one? A bit of persuasion, you know?
Alright, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Of course not. Sunita. The Corporal's mentioning any possible bounties you may have for us?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
So, what bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal.
Obviously.
Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers.
So, wait, hang on, hold on. Okay, fly on the influence. Okay. I can understand, although if someone owns a private freighter, that's a bit of a weird one. Carrying open alcoholic containers? Really? I mean, it's not exactly as if they're gonna fly out the window. I mean, what? You're gonna arrest someone for the alcoholic fumes come out the bottle and make it go DIY? Driving on the influence, in case anyone's wondering. Seriously? Oh well. So, yeah, fly under the influence, illegal substances or alcohol? Which one?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Oh boy. So wait, assaulting 2 officers? Any clarification on that?
Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky we're too backlogged right now to hunt him down ourselves. But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some contractor does, I fully plan to lock him in ISO with them 2 officers he wounded. Thinking he won't like that one bit.
Sure he won't. So, any leads on, McRed?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Fair point. Just was curious. So, it might sound like a silly question, but why don't you send a Mardet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Thank you. So, just out of curiosity, what's it like working security detail on a space station like this?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Okay. Yeah, hey, whoa, okay. Just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
Point taken. Actually, yeah, before we go, what's up Mardet? I mean, is that short for something?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Okay. So, yeah, why Mardet and not Garda Officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Quite catchy, I'd say. Alright. Thanks, we'll be on our way.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
God damn it. I am physically going to change this weapon around. Well, you have the opportunity. Got more perks. Excellent. What do we want to go with? Durability loss. That'd be quite good. I mean, walk speed would be good as well. Pace health, prices. You know what? I think maintenance. So have a bit more durability on our weapons. I think that'd be really good. And our weapons. So all this, that's all high. That's all high. What's our evening out? I mean, we're almost at 50 in lockpicking. Persuade, but start investing in medical science and engineering. Oh wow, engineering's already at 53. Beautiful. Excuse me. Science at 42, medical. Just to give us a few more options in dialogue. I think that'd be really good. Hey, no more perks? Really? Oh, that's a shame. Okay, cool. Fine, that's the steeple. That in its own time. Confiscate goods. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop, prey beads, lock container. Okay. Detained a freelance who was caged by his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. He fled before we could get down to it. Left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Yeah, fair point. So I put a bid on one of our impounds, generous one too. Negotiate for the unusual finder's fee and then give Lila a salvage. Brawl on the Lost Hope. Freelance versus board. Freelancers won. I can see that quite easily. Arrested the freighter captain with more bits than brains. I can see that too. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udan Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. Oh, okay. Guy from the Back Boys roughed up the Moon Kid, raving mad. Warned me that the moon was gonna bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever MacReed grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that MacReed was spotted at the resting go. Okay. Not that anyone will corroborate that. Just keep in mind. Remind to keep an eye on Gladys. Let's check this. Awesome.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Well, we're going to do something else before that. No, you stay out there. Please. And now I'm going on a looting spree. Just as soon as this Martek leaves. Excuse me. Ugh. On. So this is a mark ID, okay. Axe, bracelet, a couple of things. Bypass shunts. Hack that, okay, cool. Hammer, pistol, and plenty of ammo. Excellent.
Nicely done.
Just thought I'd have a look and see. No, what you're hauling in there? I must admit, I expected more weapons to be back here. To be honest, I remember that's just me, but you know. Anything interesting up there? There's some old bit of mechanical machinery. Perfect. Right. Beautiful. And we are out of here.
No problem. I'll head over.
Thank you. And while we've got this, we might as well give cartridge. Got plenty of them, don't we? That's risky.
On my way.
You coming? Here you go, Max.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Okay. So, hang on a second, Vicar. You hesitated. What aren't you telling us? Use some perception.
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
It seems a tad convenient, I must admit.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Okay. Well, we'll head to that when we leave Groundbreaker. What's over here? Alright, not getting in there.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that no one can leave this planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no
Take the rest and go keycard. Sounds good.
Halcyon and no mercury in Saltuna.
Okay. Looks like stuff up there. Okay. Bit cartridges. How are we getting up there, though? You're not just gonna stand there. Fantastic. Nice. I won't go through there just in case I can't get back. That was pretty good. You lot bugger off or something for a minute? No? Damn it. Excuse me. Wait. I can... Oh, just spread up. Oh, that helps. To come back to them when I finish recording. Really want to get those things.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Yeah, no kidding. Rest and go. Ooh. Well, let's see if we can go some of these vendors, see if we can pick up any quest items. Oh, that's tempting, but...
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you. So, well, for the sake of asking, what's the benefit of modifying my weapons? Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
Fair enough. So, just for the sake of it, what if we want to take a model or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Well, that's unfortunate. I can find modifications and all sorts of things. So, cool. Thank you for the information.
So, what can I get you?
Does she have any quest items? Then no, I won't bother. Can we repair anything? Nope, okay. Never mind then. Kill, let's have a look. What's that gonna be? See what we'll do, though. Go and see Dr. Dorset in sickbay.
Are you listening to me, Emperor? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Right. Dr. Muru?
What seems to be the problem?
Can we get supplies from you? Seem to be well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
Hang on. Excuse me, can you elaborate on that?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics.
Wow.
As well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff.
That's bad.
We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
I can understand that. Okay, thanks.
Take care.
What's going on, Ellie? What's all that about?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Well...
See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend, exactly?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
So, hang on a minute. You don't even like her, but you're checking in on her?
You say that like it's weird.
Well, let's be kind of blunt, so, why bother?
Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Okay. Well, shall we go and have a look at Jessie for you?
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
See what we can do. Ah, there you are, Dorset.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wait, better myself? Are we really beyond that? Or should I say, aren't we beyond that? Isn't this the med bay?
Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway?
Look, we got a message from Wheeler. You shouldn't stop bothering about your shipment.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion again?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
So, this might sound like a silly question to you, Wanda, but what do you need the mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Again, silly question, but why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Well, shall we find him for you?
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Okay. You two stay here.
Sure.
Holographic disguise activated. Holographic shroud has been activated, giving you temporary access to restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see you and interrogate you. Talk about interrogation. Talk your way out of interrogation. To reset the shroud, it will get harder to talk your way out the more you interrogate it. Gotcha. Just out of curiosity. Medical bay. Yeah, well, we can. Just take everything we can find. What the hell?
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicar. That seems like quite a leap.
So someone was bunking back here. Good place to hide out, frankly. Squire's journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. So then I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As for anyone's far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Oh wow. That's got you quite a sad story, really. Think about it. Oh, we're back there. Okay. Huh. That's something interesting to note. Awesome.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on Rutton time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me, actually.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
To be honest, the way you're saying that whole sores on my body sounds more like you're trying to tell us to piss off rather than you're genuinely sick. So, why don't you open the door before I kick it down?
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay, we can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Awesome. Hey, Jesse.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Nope.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Okay. So, what'd you do to get in trouble, exactly?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Level with me or I'll walk out right now. Yeah, fair point, actually. Well, don't waste my time. So, be straight with me or we're off.
You'd let a poor, ill woman get disappeared by the board? Awfully cold-blooded of you. Though I admire your backbone. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So, you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Wow.
Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
So, Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do, basically.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
Okay. Well, I talked to Udom anyway, so we'll talk to him about you as well.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Right. Down to here and reset this. Alright. Alright, and on that note, we are also going to end this part here. I literally didn't even realize the time. So, what I'm going to do is, in between, I'm going to go and raid whatever's back there through the restricted zone, go up and back. And when we come back, we'll be having a chat with Ellie and, yeah, exploring the rest of the Groundbreaker. So, I'll catch you next time.